here, and welcome back to another video or a stream, which we're not just franchise QB1, but we are doing online head-to-head. Okay, online head-to-head. And this is just a practice of how good I am. And I'll probably lose some. So we are 0-0. I think we're gonna be ready to get. Was it 1-0? Oh yeah, Madden 21. I actually can't wait to get the Madden 21. It's gonna be cool. What's up? Not a salty kid. What's up? Okay. Going in here. Share and subscribe to the stream.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go. 20. Watch the screen. 25. Check 25. Watch safety creep.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Connection. The network.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Aguilar, can you get there?
Check 3. Lane 5-3. 36.
Wentz gonna throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 29, Darnold.
Eagle
pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you try to cover in the secondary.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
It's like a little, squishy bone. It's like pressing up my, head. Ow.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Wentz. He's got the hook up here with Deshaun Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On first down, they run with Howard.
Oh, my God.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I hate when people take so long to get a play. It drives me nuts.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike. Sunday. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check!
I think this guy's just going to be the defense line.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Got it.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Sanders. And take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
And then complete touchdown.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards.
That's bullshit.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Bullshit.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So I don't fuck up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
I know
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Not mine. Out of fucking trouble network from yesterday.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Keep going to our free throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
I hate my network. It's gotta be mine or whose. Come on, Moodyos.
They'll go for it with Bell. And I'm not sure he got there.
Look at that.
Did they stop him? They did.
I don't know what play
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I probably did it on the pass play.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, hey, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now wins.
Boom.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
You better use those timeouts.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Please catch this.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an even first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watch out. Switch. Check.
Running with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here. But I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I could get 20. Yeah, I could get 20. Then he just needs like 19 points. Alright.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Intercepted by Jalen. He might
Jalen Mills. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First play, you just got intercepted. Actually, no. I just say you got mossed. Oh my god. That was a crazy play.
Crunch down, defense. Check. Lefty. General West. Come on, next one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go.
I should just throw it away.
No,
oh my god.
Incomplete. He dropped it in the
almost
end
got a
zone.
touchdown. What's that way? I want to see this. Yeah, he almost got the touchdown.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Once there's a hurt catch, you got mossed.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Alright, he might go.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Every time I get a touchdown,
in the final seconds of the first half.
I just know
and the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say
that's what I want to know.
Selection of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We might get the ball back. That's one thing you need to fumbling where I said. He says on defense. One lineman like Fletcher, we forget him.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Was like, I think it was the bank. I never faced him before. Like in this, like online head-to-head. I know Madden 20 will be better, but no, I'm right through a series of Madden 20. I'm it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Dancing to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Therapy.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He would have quit. I mean, I don't say about quitting that. Yeah, he has one chance to get the first down. he doesn't get the first down, then he's screwed. If he's going for the face.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now.
I know.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Oh, you're actually up. We'll see something.
Taken in at the 22.
Oh. Ah, damn.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
That was a dirty juke. We might win this. We might get it. 1-0.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Oh, let me just check my battery.
Our defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I have one chance to get it.
Go.
Alright.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Hang in there now.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Ah, damn it.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
Got him.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
But now, his hands is that strong. One-handed catch that.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the pass. Check nickel.
On 1st down, it's Howard.
Get the 1st down. No.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The whole defense. That was crazy of Howard just...
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Steps away to
This
his
is bad
left.
idea. Okay.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check 52.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Let's find two.
1-1.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
After a second.
Completes it to Aguilar.
No.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Oh, God.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
That's what most people do.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown to make it hurt now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
I'm just going for the field goal.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Boom.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
I'm surprised I just got him. I could have just got him again.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
You can just play all
This is taken at the 3. Oh, able to avoid him.
Oh, I almost got him. Look at that. Oh, the perfect one. Boom.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. It wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Damn, bro. Come on, Maddox. You're not going to sack him today. You want to intercept him. Hut. Yeah, Le'Veon Bell with the star. Spin second.
To throw is Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
And he is in into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Come here, boy. You just gained it, too.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Why did I get two? I should get
now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Darnold looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Come on. I mean, you're screwed anyway.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second, let me thumb to the proper page on that. Notice says, let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And plus, I was always open. Come on. Take your push. Don't have all that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action. Wins.
Oh, you got her.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Jeffrey, you got this.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
How does fucking say his last name?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's done, so he might just give up.
So it's Jets football as we get to reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Just take your third.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. They'll run him with Bell. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He ain't giving up.
Here we go. Watch the run.
Wentz to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. You could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Brings up second and
10.
10.
He almost got it.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. To his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He might just give it up. He's not going to get... What the fuck?
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. This is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Yeah, he mossed me, and I mossed him.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Home game W. Plus, if we win, I'm probably going to do 3 or 5 games. If we win those games, I'll do a live special. If I can exit this fucking game. Fuck it. Yeah, so I'll do a special live on YouTube or something. I don't know. Then probably I don't know why I want to stream. But yeah, can an 83 level team take down whoever? Okay, here we go. That was quick. Alright. Can we get 2-0? 2-0, come on. We need to get this W. I just know I'm just gonna face Chiefs, Ravens, or Seahawks. It's one of those. Because first of all, I hate the Ravens because Lamar Jackson's cocky as shit. I think I can just say I just hate the Chiefs. I mean, I know Mahomes is fast, but Tyreek Kelsey, fucking those two, just mosses me. I just know.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Big booty. Big booty smasher 6. I don't even know. Was that awesome? He's going to run play.
Go. Go.
I'm just doing this.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll be 1-1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Like, is he actually just going for the run or just pass? I'm right here.
Here's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right.
I thought he
and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, guys, block TJ Watt if you have to.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Hold on. I think I just broke her. Whatever.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
I'm on the just broke her.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I was going for the fake, but I was like, nah.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right before I won the last one, he had a mic and never say shit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality.
He's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Why? I don't need something for us there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Like the flood. It's a different version of the flood.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
230. Check like 47. Hey, 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 hey.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 67 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
He looks like cocky.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
I wouldn't try to go first.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Actually, I should rename this stream from Valleys the Stream Ends. I think we're just doing 3 games.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
It's Boswell, like, no, it's Boston Tucker.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I just have a feeling he's going to have a
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Wentz going to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Boom. Oh my God. Look at that.
Here we go. Sweetie! Push.
On first down, it's Howard. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That'd be bullshit.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Wentz.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been under constant duress this entire game.
Come on,
he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
He's checking quick. This one,
To throw is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I'm going for it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now Wentz.
Oh my God, that was risky.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got the hook up once again to Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 29 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
That was a crazy play. Number 98, I think that was. Yeah, 98 was trying to intercept.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
I'm just hoping we get...
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Honestly, I don't know if that will happen in the third.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
3 yards close.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
I just know that he's going to run.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger got an open man. It's Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Go for it.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Roethlisberger will throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
What was that, Juju?
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I don't know.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill. Hey, empty.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Yeah, that's it.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
I always see that.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
John.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard.
I don't know who to pass to.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz.
Okay.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 3rd and 10. They have a big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Wentz now to throw.
Don't know who to go to. Go down.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Look at that.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I want to go for
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
I'm surprised Ertz is doing good today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh my God.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Whoever has the ball, then they kick it to me at the half.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh my God.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
3 broken ankles. What is up with me? That's... Sanders is
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Come on. Rams right there.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Like that. Oh, come on.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that in.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now.
Yep, he is. That's game. Wait. Just make sure. That's game. Yep. Boom. 2. I think that might be it. Well, we own some people, so I'll see you guys probably later. Peace.